I must admit that tablets have not really been my focus since the days when phones had only one camera and desktop processors did not exceed 6 cores, practically from the time when dinosaurs still roamed the earth. Of course, I have an older iPad Air on which I read or watch movies, and I have followed new releases in the segment over time. Modern phones have evolved, as have laptops, but tablets have slowly but surely become a second thought for me. Why use a tablet when I have a powerful phone, the TV at home for movies and series, and a robust desktop for gaming? But I can tell you with my hand on my heart that I did not expect to have so much fun with this Lenovo Tab Plus. Yes, I admit that we are not dealing with the most advanced components or features, but what Tab Plus aims to do, it does quite well. And what it aims to do is quite simple: to be a two-in-one entertainment system dedicated to watching movies and series, listening to music, or playing occasional video games. And there's no other way to start than by talking about the 8 JBL speakers, yes, 8, you heard that right, Dolby Atmos certified, which are the highlight of this tablet. They perform exactly as you would expect, they sound extremely good and clear with sufficiently deep bass, even if they don't reach the number of decibels to make it an audio system for a wedding. Practically, the audio system of this tablet turns it into one of those wireless speakers, very fashionable these days, and allows you to throw a spontaneous party with your friends at home or at the office. As a result of having so many speakers and a kickstand, the lower half of the tablet is twice as thick as the upper half, with a thickness jump from 7.7mm to 13.5. It is a sacrifice that I'm willing to accept, even if it affects the weight of the tablet. The Lenovo Tab Plus weighs 650 grams, being heavier than most tablets on the market. Even if the lower half is considerably thicker, its weight is fairly well distributed, with the difference being almost unnoticeable when you hold it in landscape mode. It is more problematic when you hold it in portrait mode, as it becomes uncomfortable to hold vertically. Given the period when this video was conceived, obviously the next thing I did was watch the most recent episode of House of the Dragon on it, as you can't test a display without CGI dragons on it. I can confirm that it looked excellent, even if the display is an LCD and not OLED, as many premium tablets on the market have. The Tab Plus performs well in terms of colors, and I was also impressed by the contrast of this panel. The kickstand on the back was helpful also. I was able to watch the series without having to hold the tablet in my hands. I simply adjusted it, placed the tablet on the bed, and enjoyed watching. Whether I wanted to or not, I realized that I spent most of the last weekend in bed on the tablet. My initial skepticism regarding this device progressively diminished. As long as I tested it, I didn't listen to music on my Sonos Roam, but on the Tab Plus. I watched YouTube on it while having lunch or dinner, and not in front of the TV. In the case of the Tab Plus, its role is that of an all-in-one miniature entertainment system. It doesn't have the generous dimensions of a new generation TV and doesn't sound as good and loud as a dedicated audio system, but this tablet has that spark that makes it special. But I have talked enough about entertainment and haven't mentioned an essential part: gaming. The first game I tried was Call of Duty Warzone Mobile with the settings set to the max. The graphics didn't look exceptional, but most likely it's due to the texture streaming system the game has, not the tablet itself. What I can say with certainty is that the Tab Plus performs quite well. I didn't experience frame drops or lag moments, so I considered the experience to be a pleasant one. If you're content with less demanding titles like Hearthstone, this tablet is perfect for gaming and does its job very well. However, more demanding gamers might want to look at other devices that satisfy their thirst for FPS and high graphics, because in the case of Tab Plus, the processor might represent a bottleneck. The components packed in this case, made of recycled aluminum and plastic, are not necessarily the most potent, and that's because Tab Plus is not the most expensive tablet on the market. The processor, a MediaTek Helio G99, has 8 cores operating at a base frequency of 2 GHz and 2.2, and it is not the newest on the market. In terms of memory, it has 8 GB of LPDDR4X RAM, and the storage is 128 GB, but there is also a 256 GB option for those who want a bit more space. And the fact is, you can't really ask for more from a tablet that costs a little over $500. It's clear that it doesn't excel in raw performance, but Tab Plus doesn't aim to. Another weak aspect is the cameras, both the front and the rear, which are 8 megapixels, meaning you won't be taking great photos or videos. They are sufficient for conferences, video calls, but that's about it, especially since the maximum supported video is 1080p at 30 fps. On the positive side, however, the display I mentioned earlier was a pleasant surprise. Specification-wise, it is an 11.5-inch LCD with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels and a refresh rate of 90 Hz. The colors are rendered excellently, and everything from touch to brightness is as it should be. Some might lament that it is not OLED, but I can honestly say that this screen did not bother me at all. It is an IPS that does its job well, and I think in this budget it's a digestible compromise. The display supports a stylus and is also splash resistant, meaning you can drink safely around it when using the tablet as a party speaker. I can't complain about battery either. The battery capacity is 8600 mAh and it lasted almost 14 hours of continuous use from 100% until it was drained. I did not install any special battery drain application, I simply used the tablet until it was exhausted. The tablet's connectivity is standard, but worth mentioning is the microSD slot, which allows storage expansion with a card up to 1 TB. For the rest, we have an USB-C 2.0 charging port, which is quite slow, with a maximum of 45 watt, and an audio jack, while on the wireless side, it has Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.2. Not the newest standards, but certainly functional. To form a clearer impression of the capabilities of this Tab Plus, I ran some synthetic tests, just to see how it performs compared to other similar systems. I used the classic Geekbench 6 and 3D Mark, and the results were not far from what I expected to receive. The score in 3D Mark Wildlife was below average, and in Geekbench 6 it did not perform better, obtaining a rather modest score of 729 points in single core and 1994 in multi-core. In conclusion, the Tab Plus, in case you haven't figured it out yet, is an affordable tablet dedicated to those who want to watch a series or listen to music together with friends and waste time in casual mobile games. Its price, which starts at $550, confirms this positioning. If you want an honest and fair tablet, which also serves as a wireless speaker, and for this reason it is wonderful for movies, not just for music, or you want to buy it for your little one or to surprise your partner with a new gadget, the Tab Plus is definitely an option worth considering. And with that being said, we'll stop here. Please subscribe to our Tiny Tech channel, thank you, and as usual, I wish you good luck.